لحظات تضامن إنساني عابر للحدود والتصنيفات. صرخت غزة فلبت الإمارات النداء. تألمت غزة فهبت الإمارات تمد جسور العطاء. اشتكى جسد غزة فتداعت له سواعد الإمارات، شباباً ورجالاً ونساء.
I'm in the UAE nearly 13 years. I work with the Centre for Emergency Preparedness and Response. I'm one of the advisors on their team. And because of my background in operational emergency response, crisis response, disaster management, so I was part of the team when the compassionate and wise decision was made from the senior leadership of the country to actually activate this mission. The director of the Centre for Emergency Preparedness Response approached me and said, we need an incident command structure. We need a team who can pull all the different assets and all the different teams and maximize the strengths. How do you manage to consistently turn a civilian aircraft into a flying hospital and ultimately achieve the mission of returning 1,000 pediatric patients or 1,000 cancer patients from Gaza back into the amazing healthcare system in the UAE. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Okay. My name is Joe Coughlin. I'm the flight medical commander for today. The flight details, as you know, we're going to fly from here to Cairo. We'll stay on the plane in Cairo. There'll be a crew changeover for Etihad, and then a 30-minute or 40-minute flight from Cairo back down to Arish. And then Arish will meet the patients, load the patients, and then we'll come back here. Typically, they could last anywhere between 16 and 20 hours, typically, depending on how things go. But anyone that's been on the mission understands how the process is dynamic. This team, our team, will actually be part of the flight that will lead the actual mission. But there's another team back in UMOC that will then actually be connected to us, monitoring everybody on the screens live. They'll be also connecting through to other parts of DOH. And then basically that acts as the coordination and the communication center. So as we get information and we get updates, it lands back there and then they send it out to all the different parties. So we're about to come in now and land in Cairo. In Cairo, we're going to change over Etihad crews. So by taking a fresh crew on in Cairo, and then it's only a 30 or 40-minute flight to Arish, we actually give ourselves a maximum time to have a direct flight from Arish back to Abu Dhabi when we process everybody in Arish. While we're on the ground, we'll maximize the use of time, and they'll do some assessments and they'll do some familiarization with their equipment and the stretchers, so that it changes psychologically the mindset from resting while we're traveling all the way to getting ready to see our patients and ready and prepare and ramp up ready for action. How are you?
You're back.
Good, Jan. You? How are you? Look at this. Good. I think there's a huge transition between the operational planning, because planning is always exciting and planning is always in detail. You have to plan for the what-if scenario and make sure that you cover all of the possible scenarios you can think of. So in order for us to put structure around this, it has to start with us, right? So short, sharp communication, clear bursts. I'm going to go here, I'm going to do ABC, then you're going to come back and do stuff like that. When you work in an emergency service, when you work as a frontline paramedic, and when you work in missions like this, you will come across people that need your help at probably the worst moment of their lives. In every one of those situations, you approach it in a mindset that you're actually helping, that you got compassion, that you are there for the people who need help when they need it, and you're actually making that situation better for them. The priority list, out of those 6, if you had one chance to go to immigration right now and get a magic stamp and get them on that plane, who would it be? You can't change the hurt, you can't change the situations, but you can change what happens in the future. And a perfect example is these humanitarian missions, the Gaza missions. Everybody that I've come in contact with, regards to the Gaza missions, in the Centre for Emergency Preparedness and DOH, they're all superheroes to me. They're all the reason why you succeed. No one person can stand up and succeed by themselves. Everybody is amazing because they have different skill sets. The commonality is what you look for when you're bringing all these diverse teams together. We had multiple nationalities, multiple level of experience, multiple different industries. So how do you get all of those people sometimes meeting for the first time to become a team? And the reality is you look for the common thread that goes through humanity, and a lot of people there look for compassion. They want to help. They look for purpose. You know, they're extremely disciplined, but they're also human. They care. They want to make a difference. And if they can come on one of these missions and then they get the opportunity, they're so happy for the opportunity that they're driven to make sure that they're going to maximize the opportunity and we all succeed together. This was a very tough mission. There was a lot of hurt on this plane. We felt the emotion. We got some stories of the journeys and the challenges they've been through. And ultimately, you got to make sure everybody's okay. So we look after our physical self, and we look after our mental well-being. And that allows us to have the resilience to continue to come back and do it again so that we can continue to deliver hope and turn it into reality. Okay. And this one is going out the stretcher next. Okay, perfect, thank you. Let's concentrate and make sure that whoever's going out in a wheelchair or crutches, the family members are going out with them as well. It's definitely working, and it's definitely a testament to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Department of Health, and all the key partners. Etihad, the security, everybody that works together in order to come together to be part of one team, to achieve one mission and then do a mission exactly like you saw today. Can't move on the airport unless they have a follow me. Park the ambulance over there. The mission like this, to do it consistently, again and again, it's to be a combination maybe of the wisdom of the senior leadership to understand that there's the need and the possibilities for this. And then there's the resources that are within the country, within the people, to be able to achieve such a mission, not just once, but 17 times.